So you know my style, you know how we like to roll on this channel. I'm just not an intro guy. I like to dive right into 4 upcoming Solana NFT mints that you want to know about. Before we dive a little too far though, you know I'm going to have to start by saying this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This video is just here for entertainment purposes. Let's just vibe out and look at some cool projects. Speaking of cool projects, the very first project that I want to talk about is Dark Terminals. Dark Terminal is a play-to-earn game on the Solana NFT blockchain. The coolest part about their game is kind of like how Wolf Game has different seasons and stuff like that. You know how right now it's not just the main game of Wolf Game, they're playing Alpha Game? That's kind of what this team is doing as well. In Dark Terminal, players compete in what they call operations that last 60 days. In the first operation, the first 60 days of the project, players are going to have to try to hack into the system to win the game. I spent all morning inside their Discord in the general chat, grilling the founder, asking questions because I really wanted to get the alpha for this project. He told me to check out this picture in particular because in season 1, basically the game's going to have 3 different phases. Maybe phases isn't the right word, maybe it's just 3 different systems. Over the course of the first 50 days, everyone's going to be able to play and try to do their best to win the hacker game. As you can see, Operation 1 is divided into 3 main systems: the main system, the secondary system, and the tertiary system. The main system is reached by completing all 8 hacking sequences, the secondary system if you get 7 out of 8 right, and the tertiary system if you get 6 out of 8 right. Then after 50 days, the system closes and all players who manage to hack into the system will have 10 days to compete against each other with the leaderboard prizes. Okay, so that's super cool. I think that's a really smart idea. Everyone battles it out for 50 days and then the last 10 days, it's a battle against the best of the best. But check out the prize pools that are going on just in this first operation. If you look at the main system, 60% of the prize pool, which is 6,532 SOL, are going to be distributed. First place of the main system alone is going to receive 5,000 SOL. And that's just the first operation that's going to be 60 days long. They're already teasing the second operation after that, and they're going to continue to innovate and do different game styles. I was showing the homie Ragnar. I know a lot of you probably watch Ragnar's YouTube channel as well. I showed him this project and he had a good question. He said, wait, how can they give out that much money? 5,000 SOL just to first place? Well, I'm gonna have to say that it's probably because they have a little bit of a higher mint price and it's a bigger collection. They have a supply of 7,777 and it's going to be 2 SOL mint price. So just right there, the team is going to be bringing in a little over 15,000 Solana. The art itself is kind of interesting. If you go into the Discord and check out sneak peeks, you're going to be able to see that it's really just kind of gives you that, you know, shadowy super coder kind of vibes. It's really just somebody sitting at a computer hacking into the system. But this isn't really a project that I'm buying into or I'm looking at for the art itself. They also have some very smart tokenomics where basically it's a hacking system, right? Where you're going to have to compete in Operation 1 and hack into the system. But every single time you try to use a different code, it's going to require you to pay one of their DTAC tokens, basically a Dark Terminal Access coin. Every hack attempt requires 1 DTAC, which is locked into a Dark Terminal pool. As people use their coins to play the game, the available supply goes down. The closer the operation is to that 50-day mark, the less supply of hacking attempts will be available and the higher the demand, which is going to increase the value of the token that you receive. This project is going to be minting February 15th and they still have whitelist spots available. Just this morning when I went into their Discord, I saw 20 whitelist spots to the first 20 people to reach 500 chips and blackjacks. So it's a project that if you're interested, you can still get your hands on. One reason where it might be smarter to look at this project as a whitelist spot or in the pre-sale is because they're actually rewarding their pre-sale buyers by giving them an extra 1,000 DTAC tokens at mint. Also on their white paper, which is very interesting, I suggest that you take a second to check it out. They have a team slide. And you know, right now it's very important for us to figure out if teams are doxed, if they're verified. How can we know that we're minting a safe project? If you go into the general chat of their Discord, you can see me literally asking the questions to the founder himself. I said, guess I should ask if your team has done anything with rad rugs or any sort of doxing. Hot topic right now that everyone's going to ask me about. And it was a great response. He said, I don't know what rad rugs is. We are visible on the white paper. Anyone can Google us our devs all got GitHubs, LinkedIn's, etc. And of course, you know I had to do just that myself. I saw that I was actually talking to the project manager, Ishiki Arata, and I had to Google his name. I first found his Twitter very easily, and I could see that he owned other popular Solana projects. And second, I did find him on LinkedIn very easily. So I do appreciate that. It is a very visible team, and that's something that we're all looking for. Again, this project is going to launch February 15th with a supply of 7,777 for 2 SOL. I also heard that you guys are a fan of me giving away whitelist spots. What if I told you that the second project that we're about to look for actually hooked us up with 15 whitelist spots for people that are in our community? Just like this video and comment down below. The second project that I want to show off is Bizarrepus. And the first thing that I told this team when I talked to them, because of course I had to get some whitelist spots, I told them, yo, you guys did an amazing job with this website. I thought it was such high quality, so well done. Everything really popped. If you scroll down a little bit, it's super animated. Again, we're going 2 for 2 with something that we're looking for in upcoming mint projects. It's a docs team. Even their backend developer, Luis, has his LinkedIn connected to the website. Everyone has different reasons for liking projects, whether it's the art, the team, the utility. But what I really think is cool about this project, and I think that enough teams don't do this well enough, is they have a sick concept for actual merch. And I don't like merch. I hate when the whole utility of a project is, hey, we got merch, come in if you hold our project, which isn't that cool. But when their artists are this good and they make the art look this sick, I'm a fan. This project is minting a little ways away, actually, February 27th, but that's actually a good thing because that means we have more time to win free SOL. And what do I mean by that? How can I win free SOL? Well, if you check out their pinned tweet on Twitter, this team is actually giving away 2 Solana for free every single day leading up to their mint day. I know that art is super subjective, but more than anything, that's what I'm a fan of in this project. I just love the art. I think it's super well done and it's different. It obviously gives me that kind of Dazed Ducks level vibes, but I love Dazed Ducks. It's still very different from that. And I think this project's going to do well on the art alone. I also think it's going to create and foster a very strong community that's going to build and band together around this artwork. Bizarrepus is a collection of 7,777 minting on February 27th for 1 SOL each. And don't forget, as long as you're subscribed, like, and comment, you're entered in a chance to win one of 15 whitelist spots for this project. Guys, I think I've been pretty fair in this video, but I think right now it's time to make you an offer because earlier you got no introduction, and right now I'm going to ask you for, in return, can you go ahead and smash that like button? Also, the community is growing like crazy. We're about to hit 10,000 subscribers, so if you don't mind going ahead and smashing that subscribe button, if you're not already, it would mean a ton to me. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure how many of you were actually able to come to my live Twitter spaces last Thursday, co-hosted with Cool Times, gang, but we actually ended up getting the team behind Generous Robots up on stage with us. And that's the next project that I want to touch on, which is Generous Robots. This is another one of those projects that, because of the Magic Eden Launchpad announcement, they had to push their mint date back, and it looks like they pushed it back to February 15th. Generous Robots is going to be the first ever NFT project to actively participate in initial DEX offerings or IDOs. 70% of mint sales and royalties will actually go back into a community-led DAO wallet, which will be used to participate in upcoming IDOs. This tweet is pretty interesting too, because unlike other DAOs, we don't fractionalize our community wallet and peg it to the token. Instead, we give our holders the voting power to decide what IDO projects they want to participate in and distribute all the profits from those projects. To get an idea of what kind of money they're expecting you to bring in, our NFT holders will be eligible to receive monthly IDO profits. The approximate range is 50 to 450 USDT a month. Again, this is never financial advice and they can't promise anything like that, but if those kind of gains are expected and possible, this could be a very big project. The Generous Robots team is officially audited by Rad Rugs. All the requirements of the legitimate project are met and we've received all the possible badges. Additionally, our founders have doxed themselves to Magic Eden, and I know you guys still have to be careful because that can only mean so much, but it is also a nice safe sign to see. That is a ton of alliteration. Did you hear how many S's I just said in the span of 10 seconds? One big question is why the IDO model, and they did actually end up answering this inside the FAQ section on their Discord. With the emergence of DAO communities, fractionalized wallets and tokens pegged to treasuries, the trend for NFTs that generate passive income has become extremely popular. Basically, they don't think that that's the right way to do things, so instead, holders of Generous Robots will be eligible to earn real profit, which will not depend on token appreciation. Community Vault gives them net income generated from the investments into the IDO projects themselves. Again, this is probably one of those projects that you're buying for the utility as opposed to the art, but they have some pretty decent art too. And I love this number one right here, this one of one Futurama Bender style robot. There's going to be 10 legendary NFTs in the collection, and legendary NFT holders are eligible for royalty sharing besides the DeFi rewards. They also have some other art. I don't know if this is actually going to be part of the collection. Maybe they're just saying what's up to Mike Tyson, trying to get him involved, but they have this little Mike Tyson generous robot. So generous robots are going to be minting February 15th with a collection size of 5,555 at 1 Sol a piece. Okay, so I had to tease you with one more project, and that's CatsOnCrack. The reason I say I have to tease you on them is because I'm gonna go into way more detail in a future video on this project, but so far nothing is announced. There's no mint price, collection size, nothing. The website isn't ready, Discord's locked. I wanna be able to get a lot more information on this project because this one seems big. They already have crazy engagement. They have a ton of people creating fan art, trying to get into their Discord, and I don't know exactly what it is. I'm just catching these vibes coming off of this project. Sometimes you just have a feeling, and this is just a feeling, but I'm thinking some blue chip vibes out of this community. I'm definitely gonna have to go way more in detail when we know more about this project, but for now, maybe it's not a bad idea to know about it ahead of time for you guys to possibly start grinding and trying to get those whitelist spots. So those are 4 upcoming Solana NFT projects that I have my eye on. But if you want even more projects to look at, why not just relax, sit back, and check out this video.